I thought that the dress looked beautiful. I thought Kate looked amazing, and I think fashion people around the world sighed a big sigh of relief when we found out that it was actually Sarah Burton for Alexander McQueen who'd done the dress. She had denied it previous to that, and it just was a great moment. The wedding was a great moment, and having her wear McQueen and her sister wear McQueen made it a great fashion moment beyond the fabulous pageantry of the royal wedding.
It was so graceful, wasn't it? It was some were saying that perhaps it was a little more simple than they would have liked, but again, it was very elegant and very tasteful. And it seems as though it's one of those dresses that will be timeless. But one thing that I was surprised about, Mickey, was Pippa's dress. And she's the maid of honor. And why was she wearing white?
I was very surprised too. It seems unusual to us to see a bridesmaid, the maid of honor, wearing white, but actually it's traditional at royal weddings. At Diana's wedding, the bridesmaids wore cream as well. So, I mean, there's talk that it's a traditional thing, that it's in England for bridesmaids to wear white so that the bad luck spirits can't tell who the bride is. I'm not sure if that's all true, but I know from my perspective it was unusual for the bridesmaid to be wearing white. But I thought she looked more beautiful than she ever has. And a lot of people thought that Kate's dress was a little reminiscent of Grace Kelly's dress, which was designed by MGM costume designer Helen Rose. And I definitely thought that was true. And I agree with what you said, that this dress, although perhaps a bit simple from far away, when you get close up, there are a lot of great lace details. It's also something that will look beautiful in 20 years, whereas Princess Diana's dress might look a little bit dated. It was a bit of a sort of a bouffant kind of meringue confection, as Anderson Cooper called it earlier today.
The event was, but of course it was fashionable for that time, I have to say. I think for the 80s, that's what it was. It was fashionable for that time. But of course, this event was, a catwalk of royal proportions. So let's get to the best dresses. She never really makes a mistake. Queen Elizabeth II, she wore this beautiful primrose yellow suit, double crepe wool coat, and matching wool dress. It was designed by Angela Kelly. And then Camilla Parker Bowles as well was wearing this beautiful outfit as well, and Carol Middleton, and also the Beckhams, all considered best dressed, don't you think?
I absolutely agree. I thought the Duchess of Cornwall looked amazing. She had a Philip Tracy hat, as did Victoria Beckham, and the Duchess of Cornwall wore Anna Valentine, who also made her wedding dress. Mrs. Middleton wore Catherine Walker, who was a favorite designer of Diana, Princess of Wales, so some people thought that was a bit of a tip of the hat to the late princess. And Mrs. Middleton looked very chic and very simple. I agree that the Beckhams looked amazing, and Victoria wore her own design and David and Victoria Beckham both wore Philip Tracy hats. It was a great day for hats. Philip Tracy did many of the hats, including Eugenie and Beatrice of York, who I thought also looked great, and Valentino Couture. Beatrice was wearing, Eugenie was wearing Vivienne Westwood. Another amazing hat designer who designed a lot of hats, over 50 hats, is Vivian Sheriff, who's the favorite hat designer actually of Kate and Pippa Middleton, who did not wear hats today, but their hats were worn by Lady Gabriella Windsor and the Countess of St. Andrews. And it was a wonderful display of fashion. I thought there was some high fashion. Princess Matilda of Belgium wore Armani Privé, and then you had people like Princess Anne, who did sort of more what we expect from a royal family, and didn't do something so fashion forward, but something that, it's fun. It's sort of a fun mother of the bride kind of a look.
There were some misses, though, I have to say. I think there are those that are saying that some who wore black, including one of our leading politicians' wife, Nick Clegg's wife, Miriam, wore black. Is that considered a faux pas?
To me, it is. I agree that Miss Gonzalez, who's the wife of Nick Clegg, I thought that dress would look great at a cocktail party. For a wedding, to me, it seems strange. I saw other women in black. To me, wearing white or black is a bad idea at a wedding. Obviously, some people think differently because there were a handful of people wearing black and also wearing white. So I think her hat looks nice. I think it's a great look, but for a wedding, to me, it was a bit of a strange choice.
Of course, the fact of the matter is there are just so many rules, too, aren't there, when you're dealing with not only a royal occasion, but something that's happening at Westminster Abbey. It's also a religious occasion. That had to be kept in mind as well, right?
Absolutely. It had to be modest enough, but at the same time, it's being watched by billions of people around the world, and also in high definition TV. So, you just kind of have to keep that in mind for how you do your makeup, how you do your hair. So it's really a difficult fashion challenge, but I think generally everybody rose to the challenge, and I don't recall seeing anybody who I felt was too casual, which I think would have been the worst thing.